Don't make me pull that face card out.
Girl, what face card?
What face card? This one.
So this is how you look out of the shower. Not bad. What's your character and personality like? That's what will determine if you stay in the house. So this is how you look when you're trying to impress someone. But you should always be trying to impress me, because in that day, it doesn't say one man will try to take hold of 7 women. I mean, if you're a Christian and you believe the Bible, you can't pick and choose which parts you're going to believe.
See, some niggas will go to jail knowing their homeboy should have took that cake and they'll squabble about it in jail. Man, you should have told. No, nigga, why we got to do it there? If that white boy got to look at us, nigga, you know I got the job. You know I got kids. You do this life, homie. Why should you put me in this situation? Nigga, it's mine. He gon' find it in my pocket. He ain't gonna find it under no motherfucking seat, you coward motherfucker. You know you got to go to jail for selling dope. Don't throw it nowhere, nigga. Fuck wrong with you niggas? This what come with it. When did niggas stop wanting to go to jail? When? Niggas don't hurry up, take me to jail, motherfucker. I don't want to talk, so I go down here and burn it. When did niggas stop wanting to go to jail, homie? Well, I gotta put my homeboy in a situation to tell on me. Nah, homie, it's mine. See, I done been in where I had to say it's mine, nigga, when I was 21 years old, and it wasn't mine. And it wasn't mine, so a nigga could stay in college. Nigga, so it wasn't mine, and went to trial. In Oklahoma, nigga. My mama say, tell it. No, man, I ain't, mama, he go to school. You got a mama too? You got a mama too? I'm gonna hurt, boy, you just come home. Man, nigga, God bless me, I had a mistrial. No, nigga, I should know. And the same nigga made me look like I was dumb. No, I done this for you, nigga.
You didn't do it for him. You did it for the reputation of the streets, and the streets don't love you or like you because they get tired of you when they get tired of you. You did it for the peer pressure, and this is a part of the conspiracy to break up the family structure. There's a lot of working parts. I mean, they planned this thing since the 1930s. It's been documented. If you were to go through the investigative process police go through, it would lead you to what I'm saying. But that process doesn't get used when it comes to the process. So don't use it. But don't expect me to conform to this weird stuff that you on, because you on it for the sake of the peer pressure. And we all remember what Beanie Siegel said.
Pressure bust pipe. It's time to apply it now.
The horrors of a school shooting again reared its ugly head in the United States.
I don't need a man.
Meanwhile, in China,
我们一生注定是沧桑。
Well, that's a little disconcerting. That thing is huge.
what are you gonna do when something comes after you like that? Are we gonna tell us, listen, there's mermaids, allegedly. Aliens in the water, allegedly. Aliens in the sky, the earth is flat, space is not real, allegedly. Jesus is coming back, that's the only thing everybody kind of really believes. Something like this running behind you at some point in the near or far off future is supposed to be unbelievable. You still gonna be looking cute like this. What are you gonna do when this comes after you? Do you even have a plan to get away? Because you can't attack it. I guarantee you are gonna need a man in this situation, because your lesbian friend, she don't know what to do neither. I mean, honestly, I don't know what to do except for run. And I don't know, maybe put some bird dookie all over our bodies so they can't smell us. But are you willing to do that?
No.
Imagine trying to run away from that. No thanks, Jurassic Park. Gee.
I knew something was wrong about the whole story. There is no way that someone could have paid me to believe that those two boys that went missing on top of that mountain did that to themselves.
Because the police story said they missed a plane and then they got an Uber to some place. Where'd you get the heats from? You didn't bring them on a plane with you, and then it takes 7 days to get a heat in certain places, maybe even all over the United States, but I'm not really sure about that. Let's say you took an Uber to the Bang Bang store. Why isn't that in the Uber GPS? Why? It's just that's why I say, man, if you do the regular investigative research that the police do, it's TikTok internet sleuths. Somebody who lives in a trailer park that figured out Casey Anthony got rid of that baby. It's everybody could tell. Y'all couldn't figure this out?
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, twin boys, 19 years old, Quadier and Nazir Lewis, went missing when they was on their way to Boston. And they were found on top of a mountain in Georgia. And police was trying to make people think that it was a murder-suicide. Come on, we're not stupid. So now they're saying that a volunteer firefighter, and I'm calling him a volunteer firefighter because people keep calling him an actual firefighter, and he's not. Scott Curlin, age 42, was arrested for taking pictures at the scene of the crime. You know that's tampering with evidence, right? My question is, what was you doing up there? Why were you taking pictures? For what reason? People always find a way to tell on themselves.
I would say these shows like Dexter and these other cop shows that all my true crime people in the audience watch, and I also watch, would say you keeping a memento.
And not saying that he had anything to do with it. But why were you there? For what reason? Why were you taking pictures? Did you move anything around? Reality is right now, we know for a fact that those boys didn't go up there by themselves. It's not what the police are saying. We also know that another person met their fate on top of that mountain as well. I'm actually about to jump down this rabbit hole because we need as many people talking about this as possible, because guess what? We don't want to let them sweep this under the rug. We want to find out the truth. I'm out.
Early Sunday morning, the man who may have been the last person with Sudiksha Kunanki was back on the beach in Punta Cana. Only this time, 22-year-old Joshua Reeby of Iowa was with Dominican Republic investigators who are still searching for the University of Pittsburgh junior more than 11 days after she disappeared.
This is why you want to be a part of the fraternity, the Master Mason fraternity, because when you go to another country and you unalive somebody, they can just say, he's innocent, allegedly. That's what can happen, allegedly.
NBC News capturing this video of investigators in the area. Hours before walking the beach with authorities, Reeby exclusively told NBC News, "I'm just trying to help them out."
He don't really look like a dude who would unalive a girl. I want to snap on him, but like the way he looked, like I've hung out with white dudes like that and they seemed normal. You know, we just having some drinks, puff, passing, whatever we're doing. Dudes, it's this, I guess you never can tell an insane person.
Adding the ocean is a dangerous place. In a statement first reported by NBC News, his attorneys allege his passport has been...
Oh, he do look like a porn star right there a little bit. But that doesn't necessarily mean he's a sex addict. I mean, you do low-key look like a sexual predator. It's all in the you trying to not look like a sexual predator. That's what always makes you look like a sexual predator. You had a 12-year-old or two or several in your lifetime. Tuesday. You look like you had a 12-year-old on Tuesday.
Confiscated. He is permanently escorted by the police anywhere he goes, and he is not free to leave. The U.S. State Department and Dominican authorities have not confirmed if Reeby is officially being kept in the country. On March 6th, Reeby and Kunanki were seen on this hotel surveillance video with a group of people heading towards the beach in the early morning. Reeby, who is not considered a suspect, has been interviewed as a witness by Dominican authorities. NBC News obtained a transcript, which we translated from Spanish. Reeby recalling he met Kunanki shortly before she vanished. He says their group had been drinking shots of pink tequila. Then he says they went to the beach with friends, the two of them winding up in waist-deep water, talking and kissing a little, before a big wave swept us out to sea. Reeby says they almost drowned, although he eventually got Kunanki to shore. While they were still in knee-deep water, he says, "I asked if she was okay. I didn't hear her answer because I started vomiting all the seawater I'd swallowed. After vomiting, I looked around and didn't see anyone."
Okay, it could be. You guys were inebriated, a little tipsy if you weren't all the way drunk. It's dark. It's the ocean. Mermaids are in the ocean. Maybe a mermaid. Wouldn't it be great if we could use all these fantastical stories to the police? Why don't the police ever believe I got abducted by aliens? Why I can't tell my wife I tried to come home last night. I did not go to the bar and then the strip club and then the casino and blow $30,000. What had happened was aliens. Then they dropped me off at the beach. I was in the water somehow and a bunch of mermaids. That's how this hickey got on my now. A mermaid. It's a bite. She bit me. Mermaids. Why that don't ever work? You know what? Don't even worry about it.
I thought she'd grabbed her things and left. I lay down on a beach chair and fell asleep. Reby telling investigators he was surprised Kunanki never returned to her room. Reby telling investigators he was surprised Kunanki never returned to her room.
Bitch made ass nigga.
Wait, say it again.
Bitch made ass nigga. Bitch made for me is actually scientific. Okay. Because when I see a guy that I'm talking about, he's usually small. He's 128 pounds. That's
128?
Bitch made.
How many men do you know that are 128 pounds?
A lot of comedians. I'll leave it at that. A lot of little motherfucking comedians. Bitch made ass.
Trying to make up for being a bitch ass. Bitch made motherfuckers.
Tiny motherfucker.
There was a lot of debate over Lewis Carroll's relationship with Alice Little, the girl who inspired him to write Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Some say he had romantic feelings for her, while others argue it was purely platonic. But what if I told you that Lewis Carroll, real name Charles Dodgson, also had a hobby of photographing naked little girls in alluring poses? Is that considered platonic too?
No, it shouldn't be, but it was a different time, and I guess if you did it, we don't understand, because we're, humans.
Believe it or not, but some historians would actually argue yes. And while in the modern day that kind of hobby will get you placed on at least one list and hopefully behind multiple iron bars, this was shockingly common in Victorian England. Yeah, when they weren't eating corpses in the hopes of lengthening their own lives, they would take pictures of children in the buff or hire someone to, and they would send said pictures to their friends and family. Apparently Carroll was a purveyor of these kinds of photos, and his hobby was not only accepted, but shared by the public. By today's standards, that's obviously disgusting, but that important context explains why.
I just saw this lady say that women be pedos too, right?
What?
And she was saying how people like to call it something different. Shh. They be talking about some cougars and stuff like that. And I tell y'all this all the time. When I don't even be lying to y'all no more, for real. I ain't lied to y'all about 2 years. But when I tell y'all a 40-year-old lady took my boyfriend in high school, I'm dead ass serious. And the bad part about it is everybody around was making it seem like he did something, like, oh, you messing with, like he doing something because he was messing with a grown lady. Like, no, that boy.
Wait. A 40-year-old took your boyfriend when you was in high school, or a 40-year-old woman? Was it a man?
It was a victim. That lady was no better than a man that be taking advantage of a little girl. You letting this boy drive your car, be at your house. You are 40. That man just turned 18. He not even no man, that boy. Like, had that been the other way around, people would have been so mad.
I just got to interject, because this is the excuse that LeBron fans use with LeBron. They say he was only 18 years old. No, you're a grown-up at 18 years old as a man. And if women can do everything that men can do, you're a grown-up at 18 years old as a woman. If no longer that's true, then that means no, woman, you can't do everything that a man can do, and thus you gotta shut up. So pick your poison, women, because men, we gotta just swallow all the poison and keep on trucking. If you can't swallow the poison and keep trucking, shut up!
Y'all, this is nuts. This 38-year-old married mother went and got into bed with two 15-year-old boys after she and her husband got into a fight. Her name's Allison Lee Chardon. So she and her husband and their two children did this staycation thing at a hotel in Roseville. This youth hockey team from Colorado was in town for a tournament, and they were staying at that same hotel. So this was on the evening of January 14th. She met some of them in the hotel's hot tub and started talking to them about how she and her husband have been having marital problems.
Why are the women always attractive? My wife always be joking with me. She's like, all these girls are pretty. You know that, Adonis. They're all attractive. I was trying to debate a little bit, but I mean, remember back in the days, fellas, when we used to say, the pretty girls be the craziest? Is that what's happening in this timeline? The pretty girls are craziest? Y'all leave it in the comments.
And they must have exchanged Snapchat information, because later on, after the boys returned to their rooms, she messaged one of them and said that she and her husband had gotten into a fight and she wanted to come down to their room. After she got there, she flat out asked them how old they were, and they told her that they were young enough to be her kids. But she obviously didn't care, because then she started talking to them about sex and was asking them if they were active and stuff. And then she got into bed with two of them while the third one just kind of hung around and watched. Eventually, the two boys felt pressured and probably kind of awkward because they asked her to leave. But then apparently she showed up at one of their hockey games to watch them. And then after...
Oh, she got clingy. No one likes The Cling. That would be a good movie. The Cling. Nobody likes that. Even young boys. And that be the... You know what? I'm going to let you finish, babe.
After they returned back home to Colorado, she was messaging them. One of the boys ended up reporting her because she just wouldn't stop. And she admitted to the police that she was kissing them and that she had sexual contact with them. And she admitted to asking if either of them had a condom, but then ended up stating that she wasn't actually going to go through with it. She was arrested on Thursday and charged with 3rd and 4th degree criminal sexual conduct. I just don't get this. You're having marital problems. You decide to do this staycation thing with your family to try to work on things and have a good time. And then you get into an argument with your husband and then you go and do that?
That's because the staycation, it was always for that. And I think she probably started an argument with this dude and went off and messed with these kids because she wanted to do that anyway. She got the same emotional intelligence as a kid, which is why a lot of you women need to be led. Editing Adonis here. I'm just realizing how what I'm saying sounds. I don't want to lead you, woman. Do not get it twisted. Get it fixed. You're a headache. I'm funny. You're not that funny. I'm entertaining. You're not entertaining me. When these 7 women take hold, this is what you got to think of. Because just because they take a hold of you doesn't mean you got to take hold of them back.
Look, according to the Star Tribune, prosecutors asked the court to treat the defendant's behavior as being no less than serious than if the defendant were a man and the victims were girls. If the genders were reversed, there are few who would believe that leniency is appropriate. The prosecutors also said the boys lost friends and they have had to endure whispers and harmful comments from others as if they were the perpetrators. Both victims were initially suspended from their hockey team, though they were later reinstated after they explained what happened. That victory was short-lived, however, as team officials then decided to cancel the rest of the season. As part of her sentencing, the Tribune reports that she must receive mental health treatment and be registered as an offender for the next 10 years. Some people really do pretty much get away with anything.
So you see how this corner is all busted out right here, and they filled this in right here, they concreted this in and put this block right here? Somebody busted this cornerstone out and took the time capsule that was behind this cornerstone. You can see this is the plaque that they gave you right here. AD 1848. That's not a cornerstone. That's a face stone. They knocked this cornerstone out. There would have been paperwork on who built it, the original dates, and this is how our past generations let the future generations know who really built these structures. Because this isn't a church. This is a giant Knights Templar fortress. See how it says Van Rensselaer Street? Stephen Van Rensselaer. I told you in my last video he was a 33-degree Grandmaster in New York State at the age of 22. See right here in this window, that's a Templar crest right here, all right? That's just the first floor right here. This whole building goes down underneath right here. They got it all locked. That man right there with the cross on his chest is a Templar Knight, okay? That aura around his head, or that bulb, that halo, that's the active electric field from these guys being fully connected to the ether. So they're going to try to tell you that the Templars were never in America and that this was constructed in 1848. That's a flat out lie. The Templars reigned in the early thousands overseas, but they are actually in America also. Nobody's going to be able to debate me on anything I'm saying right now. I promise you. These doors are magnetic arcs right here. You can see these little balls right here on the arc right here. These are ion charges. This increases the magnetic field, okay? This is all magnetism. These lights right here were powered by electric fields through the ether, wireless energy. You see how they run these cables up and hook them up to the copper roofs? That's to block the charge because there's a copper roof underneath it. This is what these buildings look like, the power stations right here with them cones on the top. That's what powered these buildings. So this is what they turned the building into, was Cohoes Public Library. You can see the peak of this building. All right, that's copper. This all conduct electricity. They poured these steps up, added this ramp to this doorway. This doorway used to be a giant window. All right, this all drops off in the back. Just look how far off this drops right here. Look what they got down here. Family center. You see how this all drops off? It's still the same stone all the way in here, even down here. There's a foundation underneath this, okay? This isn't the original ground floor, or floor one. They added all this here. You can see on the side, the whole street got raised around the corner. This all goes down. There's a set of train tracks right here, all Right, on the other side, it drops off another 20 feet. That's where the base level of this building sits. I'm not even playing. Just look at this staining and weathering right here. This is from a mud flood right here. This is all dried mud on this wall. I could literally chip it off with my hand if I pulled it off. This is not stucco. They do not apply it like this. So I said you could see this don't match this stone right here. They put this whole section in right here and converted this window. Okay? This would have been wide open.
I mean, it's pretty convincing evidence. I mean, just on the face of it, it does look different. And then I've always wondered, why does the public library look like a castle? Why this castle-looking place is right next door to this project-looking place? What's going on?
There's your little man watching. I swear, these guys pop up in every single video. I wonder what they're doing.
They went missing together, but weren't found together. Doing one unsolved case for each of the 50 states, and let's get into the Alabama 6. On May 8th, 1999, the 6 friends left Hideaway Club in Opp, Alabama. It was 3 a.m. and the bouncer noticed that Lamar seemed like he was about to drive drunk and had him switch with one of the women. With a more sober person behind the wheel, the crew left but never made it home. Several months later, their car was fished out of the nearby Pea River. Police recovered the bodies of Valerie McCoy, Eula Lee, Angela Young, Tamara Ward, and Lamar Stackhouse, and James Anthony Reynolds was never found. Police believe the friends were driving and then somehow missed the curve before this bridge and went into the water. When the car became submerged, its occupants were trapped inside. If James was somehow pulled outside the car, searches did not recover his body in or around the water. This happened in a fairly isolated area, so if foul play happened, there likely wouldn't be any witnesses. Was James in the car at all, or did he leave at some point before it went into the water? But if he's alive, that still doesn't make sense as to why he hasn't been found. The case of the 5 mysterious deaths and missing 6th friend is still unsolved. I'll be covering unsolved cases that happened in each of the 50 states as time goes on, and if you have a case request, please comment it below. Follow my account so you don't miss it.
What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Give him a bunch of shit. Gaslight him.
Do you guys only fuck with me because I post the club up videos? Be honest. Don't lie to me. Be honest.
Lady, yes. What do you... You have no talents. You have no skill. You're pretty, nice boobs. That's it. If you brought... And you're not even pretty. You're mildly pretty. It's just prettier than you. You want my attention. Unless you have more than that. You angry at cooking with Kaya ass bitch.
She knows eventually you're going to figure out, if she doesn't constantly apply pressure, that you're going to figure out, holy shit. What? Like my man, he was nervous that his wife was going to leave him. And I go, let me ask you a question. Like if we really sit down, if my woman left, your woman left, you go, what would you really miss about her? Exactly. Like, what would you miss? It's your own arrogance, our arrogance as men, because they're possessions. And if they leave, it's like, oh, it's like losing your favorite pencil. But it's like...
Yes, ladies, you're basically like a pair of Jordans, an exclusive-ass Jordan collection. LeBron James fan, nobody wants them shits. Nobody's wanted those shits.
Pencil. He's equating a relationship,
a loving relationship
of years to losing maybe your favorite pencil.
It doesn't even sound like it's a number 2 pencil.
No. Where is that fucking pencil? But that's our arrogance. That's why we lose our minds when they leave us and things like that. Because we're so fucking arrogant to think that we control them. I don't think I control my girl. I just let her know she can't control me, which is all she needs to do. That's it. She knows she cannot fuck around with me. That is not her job to make me miserable. It ain't her fucking job. No one says that she's supposed to make. Who the fuck? You know what? Who says I'm supposed to do anything for you, bitch? Open a door, pull a chair out. It's all desire. You better make me want to do that. Just like I gave the desire to want to, you want to fuck me. That we do, that they go, oh, I want you, I want to fuck you. And you go, we do our job. Make us want to spend time with you, as opposed to, rah!
All right, let's get back to the phones. There's some great stuff here.
Okay, what is the woman supposed to be bringing to the table? Like, when they say that, what are they referring to? Like, are they expecting the woman to bring the money to the table to match their money? What is the woman bringing to their table?
The main thing a man wants a woman to bring to the table is peace, for real. Like, don't be the cause of turmoil.
No. You can't bring peace into my life. I already created the peace in my life.
Don't let this degree fool you. I'll still be someone's housewife after this. Period. Okay?
She's smart. She's not letting the degree fool her, because she's still going to get in that kitchen and make the sandwich the way that her guy wants it.
What does wife happy life mean? I would like to have and be in a relationship with a man who wants polygamy. It's going to be opened on the man's side, but very closed on my side. So he is capable of having another wife, and I am only to serve him in every shape, way, or form that he needs me to. I respect this man, I cater to him, and I do all the things that he needs me to do in order for him to continue to thrive in life.
I just gotta say, man, dudes who come at you like you're weird and women who say it's strange that you want that, the reality is a lot of women want this. It ain't about the other girl. Really, at the end of the day, what happened to feminism? I thought women could do anything that men can do. Are you just a hypocrite? You are. Shut the fuck up.
A former Nike executive said that if you had stayed with Nike, your business would have been a monster. How do you respond to that?
There's a reason I'm not there. I've always been an underdog. It's kind of my mentality. And when I joined Under Armour back in 2013, the basketball roster was pretty slim and basically starting the category from scratch. So to be a signature athlete for the 7-8 years that I was there, to then turning it into a Curry brand and the success that we've had, I'm super proud of that, to be honest. But the fact that I took a chance and wanted to create something on my own and, you know, I'm sitting where I am right now, that speaks way more than saying, you know, what could have been with Nike.
Is the ambition to be as big as Air Jordan?
My version of that, in the sense of he set the standard, and I know everybody's in the comparison game of his career on the court and obviously what Air Jordan means, you know, culturally on court as well. But what we've learned over the last 4 years, doing what we do great and understand this is a marathon.
The final stage for any hoe is going to always be religion. The best way to figure out if a woman is an asset or a liability, just ask for her credit score or tell her you want a prenup. Any woman that's always on her phone when she's around you but takes forever to respond cannot be trusted. Always treat women exactly how they treat you. The best way to test a woman is to offer to go 50-50 on a first date. If a woman isn't immediately nurturing or wanting to take care of you, she doesn't like you. Always check her social media, because you never know who she's following, especially when there's videos out there that teach women how to fake cry. If she refuses to get rid of Snapchat, just know that she is keeping the door open for somebody else. The only reason that she doesn't want to go 50-50 with you is because she can't even afford 50% of your lifestyle, because she's broke. A woman who uses the phrase, "I'm literally just a girl," is actually using weaponized incompetence to be financially irresponsible or irresponsibly unstable, and will wreck your life. Manipulation and abuse doesn't have to be screaming or yelling or even hitting you. Sometimes neglect can be anything from not having your needs met, not giving up any kind of intimacy, not taking care of herself intentionally so you find her less attractive, not listening to you, not hearing you, not understanding you, and dismissing your feelings. If her schedule changes drastically suddenly and she's staying late at work, or she's suddenly picking up more shifts, she's cheating on you. If a woman is always arguing with you, just know that she picked you and she doesn't respect you, because any woman that respects you is not going to want to argue with you all the time. Surefire way to know if you're a good dad is if she uses your kids against you, because she knows it's the only thing that's going to hurt your feelings. Because if you were a deadbeat, then she'd know that you wouldn't give a damn about those kids, so she wouldn't have to use the kids to manipulate you. So it's a blessing and a curse. She tries to gaslight you by telling you that she's posting provocative pictures for herself on the internet because she worked hard for her body. Just know that she's full of fucking shit, and she wants validation and attention from other men. And it's validation, reassurance, and attention from other men that you can't compete with, because you cannot compete with thousands of men when you're just one. So nothing you ever do is going to be good enough. And as long as you accept this type of behavior, she's going to continuously disrespect you. If you try to set boundaries, expectations, and standards and keep to your preferences with women, and suddenly she's calling you narcissistic or controlling, it's because she's not really a good woman. And lastly, any woman that doesn't make direct eye contact with you when she's having a conversation with you is probably lying about something. And if something doesn't make sense, it's probably not true. Okay, bye.
I'm Honest Adonis, and I approve this message.
How much
much money do you need to earn to be considered rich here in the Philippines?
150,000 income every month. You would be able to maintain a car and to have a nice home, to be able to have this rich lifestyle.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, it's like that. These women who be hating on the men that go to other countries, if you could go someplace where all the weaves cost $10 and you can get high quality weaves, virgin hair weaves, you're gonna shop there. And you're going to hold that information to yourself because you don't want it to get oversaturated when all your homegirls find out about the $10 weave spot. That's how amazing it is in these other countries. It's so much room for these men to move around in freedom and be chilling that they be sharing the information with other men. So you can't be hating on them because they're just using their smarts. You working extra hard to live in less comfort over here when you don't have to work as hard in these other places to live in luxurious levels of comfort.
Hey, how your daddy doing? He good, man. What's up? Where he been? Girl, you know, all over the place. He still with your mama? Yeah, that ain't gonna never change. Sit back. You know this one of y'all's. What? Excuse me? You said what? Sit back. I ain't gonna say it again. Tell your mama that. Tell your mama that.
Okay, so this is this lady's page where she puts a bunch of different skits like the one we just saw. You know, when your daddy old side chick pull up on you. This thing has 1.5 million views, but the rest of the stuff on her account has something in the thousands per video. The reason why I think that that's significant is because if you look in her comments, most of her viewers are females, and the women who are watching this stuff can relate. Why? Because there's so many women who are side chicks themselves or trying to become one.
But at the same time trying to shame you for having multiple women that all know about one another and you taking care of all of them, treating them as equally as you can, and adding other women who's like, yo, I want to be a part of that peace that you brought to those in their lives. Very hypocritical, if I do say so, and I do.
These are some of the comments people are leaving, and these are women that are saying this stuff. They think it's funny because they already been in situations like this. Some of them are currently in situations like this. For all these women that claim that they would not and they wouldn't be in a relationship, I wouldn't have a lies, lies, lies. Women are built to men.
Okay, well, that's you. But on the other hand, me? Oh, I'm gonna turn up.
Men are not built to share women. It's not going to work out too good. But naturally, even if she's fighting against it, she can handle it. Do she want to handle it? Sometimes no, sometimes yes. But she's built for it. That's why this skit of hers has so many views. Because a lot of women can relate to having the side baby. These women can relate to being the woman that the side chick is pulling up on, trying to announce to me that she's doing something with my man so I can feel bad about it.
His mom don't fuck with you. She already told me. She never fucking want him fucking with you. She only want to fuck with me, period.
Guess what? I'm gonna take your new nigga too.
You gonna take my new nigga too?
Yep.
You funny as fuck.
Yep.
You funny as fuck because I already met this nigga and told him about your hoe ass.
This is an everyday occurrence in female culture all the time. And here's my question to these women who are acting like they got all these options. Why are you pulling up on the next lady to tell her about her man when there's all these other men that you could be spending your time with because they're...
You smug cocksucker. Fuck you.
Okay, so let me tell you the truth of being a Filipino, okay, in general. We take pride of having a clean house. Cleaning house, doing laundry, cooking is not slavery. We don't think of that. We have pride of a husband being fed properly or being treated properly. We do it with open arms.
You on your way. You going to the top.
You don't have to be playing no fucking games with a bitch.
It's
if
Call
you're
of
gonna
Duty.
play, I don't give a fuck. If you're
Oh shit, ¿qué onda? What the fuck? How you been? I didn't even know you were back on Call of Duty. ¿Cómo andas? How you been? Your name was something else. I didn't even recognize you. How you been? That's good. Nobody yo también aquí nomás just chilling. Damn, I haven't played with you in a long time. Let's do one-on-one. Yo tú. Just one-on-one.
who you talking to?
Hell yeah, let's get it.
Eddie.
That way, no. What do you want to play? Search and destroy?
Eddie.
Huh?
Who are you talking to?
Oh, it's a homegirl.
What fucking homegirl?
It's a homegirl.
What do you mean a homegirl?
It's a homegirl. I haven't played with her in a while. No shit. You just got single? Yes, so? What happened? That's fucking crazy.
Do you fucking care if she's single or
Hold on,
what?
hold on. What?
Do you fucking care if she's single or what?
No, she just told me she got single.
Who gives a fuck?
No. She just told me.
I don't give a fuck.
She's gonna hear.
Eddie, I don't give a fuck.
Oh.
Shut it off.
Get the IC. Are you gonna
Shut it
run
off!
Hold on. We're gonna run a game real quick.
You don't have to be playing no fucking games with a bitch.
It's
If
Call
you're
of
gonna
Duty.
play, I don't give a fuck. If you're gonna play games, you can fucking play games with me. Okay? Block her.
I'm not gonna
block her.
Why am I gonna block her?
Block the fucking thing now.
First, bitch, you out of pocket like a hand in a fist fight. I don't blame her. Women can't control their jealousy. Men, we have to control our fear. That's our test in life. He should have been like, bitch, from the beginning. No, bitch. I mean, from the way when you first met this bitch and you saw her acting like this beginning.
Bro, you fucking overreacting.
No.
What are you
Who
doing?
the fuck is Chloe, bro?
Es una pinche amiga nomás de aquí de Call of Duty.
And bitches play.
Yeah, me and her, we raw.
Is this how you talk to bitches?
Me and her, we go raw. Like, we kill a lot of
What the
enemies.
fuck do you mean you go raw?
We go in the game. In the game, we go raw. I said, like, we're beasts. We get a lot of kills.
I don't give a fuck. You can kill something else.
She fucking up. What she should have said was, come and kill this. Took all her clothes off and said, right now, come kill this. He'd have been like, listen, you know what? Let me just hold on for 1 second. I gotta.
Delete the bitch now. Delete the fucking bitch.
Pinche toxic as fuck.
I don't give a fuck. Delete the fucking bitch, or I'm gonna delete your fucking game. Okay? I'm not fucking playing with you.
I'd have been like, bitch, you delete my game. This relationship is over. Dave, tell her.
It's over. The masquerade is over.
Thanks for tuning into the Honest Adonis show. Do remember to join for $1 a month. Now, I don't know what other guys give you when you join their channel. I give you in-depth analysis as to the why girls do it.
And as a woman, and you need some kind of explanation why he'll put up with this crazy bitch, but they won't put up with me. A nigga should put up with me. I'm crazy. Bitch, stop.
It's not the same kind of crazy.
Yeah, you picking the wrong types of niggas for one, and for two, the kinds of niggas you claim you want to date, he's not gonna put up with nobody's crazy. So you're not in the running for that guy even. You feel me?
That's deep. The kind of guys you want to date, they're not putting up with no kind of crazy on no level.
You your ass, and you just can't deal with it. So you keep telling yourself, if I keep gluing on eyelashes on my face, if I keep tying on somebody else's hair helmet onto my head, if I keep drawing on fucking crayons all over my face and wear more colors on it, if I keep cinching in more of my waist and suffocating myself so I can be in these clothes that make my boobs pop out, maybe then some nigga will put up with me on my crazy shit. No, he ain't. You're just good for what these girls on these videos are good for, to look at. You didn't get that part of the memo, dumb bitch? You didn't hear this nigga say? These bitches need to shut the fuck up. I don't even want to hear her voice. You're not paying attention. You're just so clouded by your emotions that your judgment is going right out the window. He don't even respect this hoe. Notice he never put no video clips of his wife's ass on here. He got him. Why don't he just do that? That's easier to source. She's such a pick-me. She should be glad to do that for him, right? I'm talking about myself here. You understand what I'm saying? What's the difference? That's what I'm saying. It's not necessary. He actually respects his wife, so he's not going to do that. These other weird bitches who disrespect themselves, nobody told them to put them videos up there. They just decided to do it on a daily basis, multiple times a day. You don't have to look that hard to find them. They're all over the damn internet.
The videos that get the most comments are the ones where she's showing more stuff. There's clips I got where girls have said, I'm showing my moo-moos live on TikTok, and anytime someone gives me a galaxy,
I'll show you some more. Exactly.
There's so many clips like that.
That's what I'm saying. You as a woman watching that, the trigger shouldn't be, I'm mad because he's looking at her and he's married. You should be mad that these bitches think it's okay to just themselves all over the internet and have no regulations.
That is right. She said for everyone who's, because I think a galaxy is like $15.
Why that doesn't enrage you? No. Instead you telling yourself, oh, that's female empowerment. If I could do that, I would. But you don't care about all the married men in your goddamn comment section and your audience, bitch?
We know these bitches do it, but why? Once you understand the why, you can better configure yourself to maneuver around her weird shit. And you want to win, right? You want to be like Travis Hunter? This nigga got everything going for him. Millionaire on the cusp, young 18, 19, 20-year-old. Is he still going to be that once this vampire tarot card bitch takes half of his riches, maybe 70-80% of his riches for the next 10-15 years, especially if she has a kid with him? On Honest Adonis 2 in my members section, we kick it, me and my wife, about these situations. I talk to her like the guy who wants to ask a woman all of these things that the women in our lives, mom, sister, cousin, auntie, grandmother, babysitter, never would tell us. In fact, they would gaslight us and make it seem like, I don't know no women who do like that. It must just be something that you doing wrong. Tune into the next episode. We'll kick it. $1 a month, Honest Adonis 2. See you there.